my name is Nico, and I'm the sole developer of this game. And why I decided to make it is that I'm a game design student slash computer science and programming student here at San Francisco State, and I feel like I had to make something out of my portfolio. So I'm like, oh hey, why not make a game that's fun to make? So pretty much make a game that I would play at least. And so far it's been a fun ride. And I guess the game is heavily inspired by those 2D casual games such as Flappy Bird, Angry Birds, or anything that you'd see in your mobile phone. But we have really great artists, so we're gonna try to differentiate ourselves through our art. But at the same time, we'll try to be challenging with leaderboards and a lot of social features so that you and your friends can play and have fun with it. So design decisions. Why did I decide to make design Yolo Goat? What are some things that I wanted to consider? Um, Design wise, I wanted to make it 2D because I'm a very big fan of 2D games. And growing up, I've always played 2D platformers such as Super Mario, online games such as Maple Story, and playing those games pretty much inspired me to make my own. And if you take a look at it, the game is called Yolo Goat, and there's a reason behind that. As a computer science student, I'm also a big fan of marketing. Because in order for you to have a great product, you gotta be able to build it yourself, engineer it yourself. But at the same time, you must have really good marketing. Growing up, I've always been a big fan of Steve Jobs, and he's always been an inspiration. And with the products that he made, he pretty much is a visionary, and he started doing that like way back then, and kept his heads up. And right now, I'm using the same grit and relentlessness that he's shown using Apple, and hopefully I could grow my games the way he did. Of course, in a fun way. Um, okay, so the name YOLO Goat is came from a marketing perspective because YOLO. I don't know if you're familiar with the word YOLO. YOLO is pretty much an abbreviation for "you only live once," and it's popularized by pop culture with this rapper named Drake, and he's actually one of my favorite hip hop artists. And YOLO stands for "you only live once," which is cool because the game itself, you only pretty much have one life, and then depending on your skill, the further you progress. So I think it applies to that. And goat, why goat? It's because if you take a look at it, goats are in. You know, um, I'm very surprised that a game that just came out last year, Goat Simulator, is also an indie game. If you guys are very big fan of 3D exploring games, play Goat Simulator. But yeah, people are just playing games with goats everywhere. If you take a look at it, I read an article in VentureBeat that pretty much says like there's this game called Let It Goat, which is pretty much a mashup between the recent Disney movie with the theme song Let It Go, and they just put the goat in it. I know it's quite ridiculous, but if you realize, they just literally put Let It Goat instead of Let It Go, and from there, like, they're like the next Flappy Bird. Like, what the heck? So, I guess, coming from my marketing perspective, I think that's a good move. So, putting YOLO and Goat there at the same time, it's a good marketing move. And if but then if you take a look at it, my target audience is also um, kids that are ages 9 year olds till 12, so pretty much preteens. Because as a kid, that was my peak of game playing. I was just in elementary school. Nothing really is going on. All I do is go home and play games. And I was like, I immersed myself into consuming these kind of games. Like I remember I was in the elementary school in the Philippines. I would come home and play Kingdom Hearts all day, and next thing you know, like I'm going to sleep because it's dark. But yeah, I pretty much like want to make games that can inspire other kids to take a look at game development and realize how awesome it is, the way I saw it myself. So I guess enough of that introduction. I guess I want to talk about why I use Unity as a platform. Well, if you take a look at it, Unity is very cross-platform. Um, Unity, you pretty much just write your code once and you could deploy it everywhere. And what's cool about that is that I'm not really like the best programmer, so picking up one language is not cake for me. And like one like programming language itself is very hard to master. And the reason why I picked up Unity is that I think that it's the industry standard, and that if you know Unity, it's likely for you to get employed in one of the big studios out here. I live in San Francisco, by the way, and I see studios everywhere hiring Unity programmers. So if you own a studio and you're hiring, yeah, feel free to get in touch with me because I'd love to check you guys out. And that's enough for the plug. But by the way, also Unity is very powerful. I just started checking like a bunch of tools that they have. They have like a really good physics engine. Their 2D support is getting better, and the fact that there's a lot of ways you could learn using Unity. There's a lot of things that you could apply with that engine. Makes you think that this engine will take you really far into game development. And if you also notice, Unity has this thing called the asset store, and you really don't have to be a programmer to build your own game. You could literally just like drag and drop things, and everything will just be magic. And it's ridiculous how easy things are. But as for now, I'm not really using a plugin from the asset store because I really want to learn it myself and test out my programming skills at the same time. But yeah, that's what pretty much made me decide to use Unity. Is that it's the industry standard. There's a lot of support tools that you use it, but at the same time, it opens up a lot of opportunities for game design and development. So I guess what we're going over next is that pretty much I will show you um, the game in progress and what we've done so far, what we're working on right now, and what my expectations are next month once we meet again. And by the way, this stream goes around this time, from 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till 9 p.m. every first Saturday of the month. So, if you guys love following game development and progress itself, I'm very open with things. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know on the sidebar. And yeah. Sorry guys, people said my volume is very loud, so give me a sec. I'll try to fix this. Sorry about that. Following game development and progress itself, I'm very open with things. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know on the sidebar. And yeah. Okay, Accidental Rebel. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thanks for giving me the heads up. If it's still loud, tell me again. This is my very first stream. I find Twitch very silly. Okay, now to go back with game development updates. So what we've done so far is there's actually a lot of cool stuff that we've done. So far we have very good concept artists. If you take a look at my Twitch icon, our concept artist drew that. And right off the bat, I thought, looking at his art, I thought he'd be a really great asset for the game itself. Is because, if you take a look at it, the goat's art is very Disney inspired. And like as a kid, I grew up loving Disney movies. One of my favorite Disney movies is Mulan, and like looking at the art style, I thought it captures a huge audience, especially kids, who love to like explore entertainment. But then he wasn't actually the only concept artist I was looking at. As a producer of a game, I realized that it takes a while to look at good art and who to bring on board. So I looked at this website called Elance.com, and Elance is pretty much a freelancer platform for people to that people could use to either post a job or apply for a contract work. So what's cool is that after looking at about 100, almost 100 concept artists, I found this guy who does this kind of art, and his name is Krishna. I've never seen him in person, and I've never like talked to him besides email. And strangely enough, I ended up going into the project with him, and it's hilarious because we pretty much just like he felt like a robot to me. Like I felt like if anything, like he could be like some sort of like algorithm that like does some sort of good art. Maybe possible because I don't know if this guy exists. But then like we had like this weekly updates, blah blah blah. He'd chat on me on Google Chat. He'd like add me on Facebook. So I'm like, okay, he's real. I'm not getting like bamboozled here. But then yeah, if you hang on a little bit later on, I'll show you our workflow and our Google Docs, and I'll show you how successful it is on applying these measures. If you're a sole developer, then I really suggest that you hang on a little bit more to see my Google Docs workflow, because just doing this, managing other people, and if you're paying them, could be a real pain in the ass. And I think looking at this Google Docs workflow can really save you a leg and arm. Not really a leg and arm, but like time and money. Because I'm pretty sure like I had like really good management with this guy. So moving on forward, pixel art. Funny thing, I use Elance a lot to hire and bring on people on board for my project. And this guy, his name is Finnian, by the way. I found him through Reddit. And if you're a big fan of Reddit, Reddit is like my thing. It's pretty much like a forum for forums. Like, yo dog, I heard you like forums, so we built a forum for a forum. But anyways, there's this Reddit subreddit called our game dev classifieds, and I literally just put like one job posting, and then I got about like 10 like private messages, and then out of those 10 I found like a guy who's like amazing at what he does. And like when I saw his email and all the leverage that he put in his email, I was like, holy crap, this guy's raw. And I was just like my jaw dropped, and I saw it. I was like, I told my friend who's also a really good game designer, and he's pretty much like said like, oh man, you really got to bring this guy on board because he's really good. And the fact that he worked on a game that's been greenlighted before, it makes sense to bring someone with that quality art at the same time, a professional as well. And pretty much right now, like I was like wondering how much he'll cost, and I was like scared enough. But then I was lucky enough to negotiate some sort of price, and I pretty much laid down my vision, and I said, hey, this is how much I'm willing to pay you for this much, and this is like how much I have right now for the project. And then l- luckily enough, he said yes. But then here's why he said yes. I think he said yes because the game itself has a lot of potential, and it's not that I made it sound like it has a lot of potential, but I think a lot. I made it. I made. I told him that the game like itself, like I want it to be in green light. I'm gonna have a Kickstarter campaign. I just got my PS Vita license. The game will be on PS Vita. It will be everywhere. Like literally, I communicated him my vision, and that vision itself, I feel like it sold him. I don't know, Finn. If you're on the chat right now, feel free to say hi. If not, I'll keep moving on. But yeah, I just communicated my vision, and um, from there, we just signed documents, like pretty much an NDA, saying that like he can't disclose anything. But then I told him, like go ahead, put this in your portfolio, because yeah, you're the man. And from there, like we just had like this cool relationship with each other, and then he's just dishing out really good art. So yeah, I guess before I move on to my programming updates, I'll I'll tell you a little bit about using documents to protect yourself. So in order for you to protect your idea slash IP, it would be really useful if you like look up like how to make an NDA or anything like that. Because NDAs is like non-disclosure agreements, and it pretty much protects you to like even if they're part of your team or whatsoever, like it will protect you to so that they don't copy your own work and sell it to people and make money from there and run away and never like say hi to you anymore. Because the world's mean, but at the same time, you want to be able to guard yourself from like any like disasters. But yeah, that's just it. But then another document I should take a look at would be a an art contractor agreement, where you pretty much laid down like an art asset list and an amount for either each art asset list or the whole contract itself. And then of course you laid down the like the agreement on when the deadline is, because deadlines are important. And if you're a developer like I am and you want to be successful, you'd want to work on deadlines, because you can't just keep making games forever unless you're that guy who made a game for like 13 years or something. I think that's hilarious, but at the same time I really admire his grit. That guy is very relentless. I forgot what the game is called, but if you do a Google search, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much gonna be there. So I guess I'll move on to what I'm doing right now in terms of programming. Guess what? What I have right now, what you can see in Unity is just pretty much all, pretty much like what I have right here is just whatever I got from this lynda.com tutorial series. So literally I have like 0% done as of programming wise. And let me tell you why I decided to take it slow when programming. Um in order for you to be successful at like making your game, you really gotta spend each and every single day that you have during your um, pre-alpha phase in designing everything. So like literally as a producer and a sole developer, it's very useful for you to lay down everything, like meaning in like a game design document, like how exactly is your game gonna look like from top to bottom. And of course, once you have that game design document, you'll have like a huge foundation of how you'll build your game. Because if you take a look at it, once you have that, you're literally architected your whole project, and then from there you can see how you're gonna build your code, blah blah blah. And then I was lucky enough to have a free membership to lynda.com and look at this tutorial for like 2D games. And if you like actually log in lynda.com, you'll see this guy like pretty much like have like a whole tutorial series. Like it's pretty much like 3 hours worth of videos, and it will get you like on like Unity 2D programming on steroids. It's ridiculous. I started this week, and this is how much I've done. I'll show you. And yeah, like literally, I have my 2D character controller. I have my door pushing, um, my coin collecting. I got my aliens animations. I got my spike bets. I got my restart. Everything just because of that lynda.com. It's ridiculous. And yeah, I'm very lucky to say that I have that. And like, look at this. Like I didn't even know there's labels in Unity. Like what this script does is pretty much it shows, it points like the button like that will activate a certain door. So like based on your design decision, why like it will help you as a game designer to do that. And like, oh yeah, by the way, lighting too. Like if you noticed a while ago, lighting is very dynamic, and I thought you would need like some crazy programming skills for that, but Unity does it well. It does it automatically. Like literally, I have to just put a point light in my player, and the point light follows me, and it's awesome. I love it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much programming. I have 0% done, but I'm doing really well as of game design wise. So I guess moving on forward, yeah, pretty much my tools are built. I just need to modify, program on top of it, use C#, and the rest should be history. And I have some wireframes done for like, you know, how the screens will look like, and I'll show you that later. Because right now I really want to show you the Google Docs that I promised to show you earlier. Give me a sec here. And by the way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to interact with me to the side, and I'll be watching you with both of my eyes. Ha! Creeper status. Okay, let me see. Do you guys see that? So yeah, I guess much my tools are built. I just need to modify. So by the way, there's a little lag in my mic because I'm using like a computer that's 2 years old. But then like you know it does its graphics stuff. So let's see if my Google Docs is showing up right now, you'll see that it has pretty much your Google PowerPoint. Like literally, it says the name of the project and the name of itself, and like literally, I just like laid out what he's gonna do, starting with drafts. Goat character, bird enemy, magician enemy, magic carpet, blah 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 blah, and like I have these like check marks, like um that quote little dots and the pencil thingy. So what that means is that pencil means I'm working on it, under review, check mark completed. That actually these icons didn't really work too well because like my artist was good enough to communicate like pretty much every day. Like technically like I'd love him to do that, but at the same time like I was pretty impressed in how like he just kept saying hi. Like it's crazy how much he'll do that. But if you take a look at it, this is how the drafting did. Like I wanted him to do like a bunch of like just stuff. Like cuz at the very beginning I didn't know what the bird will look like. So then I just told him, "Hey, why don't you draw like a bunch of birds for me and hopefully it looks like an enemy." And then from there like I would just like comment and stuff like that. I'll show you how I'd comment. So if you take a look at it, you literally click the upper right corner and then you press comment and you'll type your comments. And from there it's live, you know. Once I put like my note here, let's say oh crap. Oops, sorry. Let's say so I just said I like number 1, and from there we'll move on to our next design phase, which is beta. And here are other drafts that I did. And then pretty much, you know, like he's just gonna keep iterating and iterating and iterating with his hand-drawn items. And then from there, like, I'll decide which one's like the best fitting for this game. And how do I decide? I don't know, gut feeling, I guess. So here's one of the old comments, actually. So then I chose C, so boom, this guy, because he looks like a boss. But then he's just an NPC guy, but I don't know. I think this one looks the best. And then beta. So beta is pretty much, you know, whatever like he hand drawn but cleaned up with some colors in Photoshop, of course, because the drafts are just pretty much scanned hand drawn items, which is pretty much easy to make, no hassle for him to do. So then if you take a look at it, I chose one of the bird designs, and then I was like, oh wow, it looks even way better if you take a look at it. And then from there I was like, hey bro, go ahead and color it. There's nothing else you need to do. And then let's take a look at the other ones too. So if you take a look at it, I also use like these like circle thingies. I call it the comment circles. And what it pretty much does, if you click on it, click comment and click comment again, you can see that it highlights the red circle thing, and it will say, hey bro, I need to change something. So I said, can you change the legs? It's too skinny. If I hit comment, he can see it, and then it'll have like some notification here somewhere. I don't know where the notifications are, but since I shared this Google Doc with him, he'll see it. Because look, take a look at here. So it says right here, like he's right there, like my homie Krishna Prajapati. How you doing, bro? But then he's an owner of this document as well, and he can edit it, so he can see all the comments I did. So then moving on to final. Final is pretty much where he puts a bunch of colors together, and I pretty much pick what's the best colored one. And it's very simple, you know. From there, you just like visualize and circle which ones you like. So I guess, oh, this one looks good, but this one looks way better. You know, it's like a red bird. You know, it's an enemy, very like badass. You know, but at the same time, you know, cartoony, so that it's friendly for kids who are 9 to like 12 years old or something. But you know, I don't know what you guys, whoever's watching right now, I don't know what you guys think is the best, but I picked the red one as the final. But probably later on in later builds, I'd have like different colors. We'll see. And I'll show you a bunch of the other colored enemies slash characters, so that you get a good feeling of what final concept arts look like. Here's the magician. Here's the magic carpet. It's not really a carpet, so I guess I should change that. But yeah, look at the fangs and the bookmark tongue. I don't know how I came up with that. Here's a Spyro. Nah. Here's a dragon. I picked this one, by the way, because I don't want to get copyrighted. But then this could be a cool skin if I ever partner with like Ubisoft or something. Which is highly unlikely because I'm indie, but you never know. And here's the peddler NPC. If you guys get the reference, this guy looks like John Silver from Treasure Planet. I was a very big fan of that movie since I was a kid. And if you're a big fan, feel free to comment on the right side, by the way. And we can talk all day about it. Not really, but you know, there's the peddler NPC. And last but not the least, this is the cover for the game. I think it's cool. Boom. So this actually took a bunch of iterations. I wanted to see what's like the best looking background. At first, he had like some weird mountain stuff in the back. I was like, I don't really looks too good. So I gave him some reference that I found online, and from there, this is what it looked like. Very high quality, poster printing ready for you future Kickstarter backers to look at, so that you could back that reward tier. But anyways, moving forward, this is a bunch of logos for the goat, for the Yolo Goat game. You'll see why it's that. He's like smashing some rocks because that's a game mechanic. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the logo on the right side too as well. And also, last but not the least, sorry, this is what the website is and what it looks like right now. I purposely handpicked this WordPress theme to make it look more kid friendly, because you know that's pretty much my audience, and I gotta work on what they love. Plus, at the same time, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty darn cool. And if you go to my website right now, you can see it in action. But I don't want to I don't want to show you that right now to save some time, because I want to show you the pixel art progress by my pixel artist Finnian. Oops. Okay. 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 So if you take a look at it, it has the same darn like, what do you call that? Google Docs presentation format. So like literally, I gave him another art asset list. Boom, and then this icons will show his progress. Blah blah blah, and then oh, by the way, this job done photo is just for my reference to see in the right side here to see if they're done. So if you take a look at here, I put like this stuff so that I can look at it in the right and just like communicate to them like, hey, this is the final version, move on to the next one, pretty much. Okay, let me see. So yeah, pixel art. here are some pixel arts that he did so far. So far, just not much, but I gave him like a pretty flexible deadline, which is like, I think a month from now he should be done. But then as of now, these are drafts. Because the reason why I give him a flexible deadline is that I'm still 0% in programming so far, and I'm still finalizing my game design ideas and how exactly I'm gonna approach this. And so far, it's been really good. I feel like he has some other side projects himself because he's a freelancer, so I'd assume like there's probably like 5 other projects. Excuse me, but yeah, at the same time, I want him to focus on bringing in high quality art. So I pretty much just let him do what he thinks. So yeah. Plus, at the same time, I don't want to be able to like change my ideas, my art direction ideas with pixel art once he's like 90% done. So I don't want to mess it up like that because I really don't trust my gut yet in terms of making a game that's good for 9 to 12 year olds with a certain pixel art. So if you take a look at here, I even told him to change the pixel platforms draft to something that's more flat. And I think my instincts told me that people who are kids that are 9 to 12 years old, they like games that are more flat and simple. And if you take a look at it, I want to make sure that the platform that they play on looks the same, so that everything is pretty orthodox. So if you take a look at Apple iOS 7 or something, I think they changed their UI to more like flat, very clean. So if my game is gonna be an iPhone, you might as well make it look flat and clean like this rather than very 3D. Although I think this is a better type of art, to be honest. But at the same time, I love marketing and I want to market my game right. So you really gotta take care of your target audience like that. So yeah, if you notice, I have the file name in bold and the description on bold to pretty much make it easy for the pixel artist to do his art. And here's some animated stuff. If you follow me on my blog and Tumblr, you could see much of like art updates that I do. So if you haven't done so, feel free to follow me. I'd appreciate that actually. So here are some coins. I'm not really gonna explain to you yet what the coins do, but coins are coins. I'm not trying to like trick you, but coins are the currency. Once you pick it up, you can exchange it to like cool things like armor or whatsoever. But then here's the bronze, silver, gold, and diamond coins. So as for now, there's like 4 currencies, and what my Unity project allows me to do is that I could just pretty much pick it up, animate it, and have things interact with it. So I'm pretty glad I found this from Luna.com, to be honest. So okay, moving on. I think these are really good animated. I don't know. I'm a sucker for simple pixel art. And boom, that's pretty much your main character. I think it looks really good. He took the reference really well. So if you take a look at it, this is what the goat is concept art wise, and then this is what it looks like pixel art in game. So I guess like literally if I put my pixel artist and my concept artist right next to each other, I think it will be like a killer team because both of them know what a great art is. But yeah, that's what pretty much the goat draft is for now. But I feel like I'll settle with that so far. I really like how it looks like. It's very cute, very nice. Except the breathing part, it looks kind of weird. Looks like he's having some veins or something. But other than that, everything's fine. And then the teleport especially is like awesome. I don't know, but what do you guys think? Make sure you chat with me if you guys think it's cool. Okay, let me see. And yeah, everything's pretty much like, in progress or so. So let me see what's next. Okay, so I guess I really want to talk about since there's only 15 minutes left. I really want to talk about what we're working on right now. So of course my concept artist is done right now, but then I'm having him do some like promotional stuff, like for social media, of course, because I know you guys like your social media stuff. So for Tumblr, there's gonna be a Tumblr background available for all the Kickstarter backers later on. There's gonna be a personalized Yolo Goat concept art just for you, printed for you, any of you backers who's planning to back me in the future, because you got to get some funding for these kind of projects. But I'm really working hard so that I don't have to raise too much to finish this project. And yeah, he's working on a lot of cool things for the swag that I plan to give out for my backers. So yeah, Finnian, he's still working on pixel art. The Google Doc you've seen, there's still a lot of things to work on. And for me, since I'm pretty much like the rock of this project, I'm doing a handful of things. I'm working on marketing, programming at the same time. If you've seen this stream, by the way, through Twitter, Facebook, or Google Plus, like I literally typed that thing. I don't know. I'm a sucker for marketing as well. But yeah, what I need to do is to implement placeholder art, which is, by the way, right here. Give me a sec. Yeah, my placeholder art is pretty much like how I want my game to look like Photoshop wise. So and everything's just gray, just like very easy. It took me like about like less than 2 hours to make this. So this is what the gameplay will look like. Sneak peek. This is what the settings will look like. Very simple, very flat. And this is what the main screen will look like. But it's fine. No goats were harmed to make this video game, by the way. And let's see. Yeah, but that's what the wireframe looks like, and I need to do that within like this month time frame, is to implement that placeholder art, implement the GUI wireframe, apply some more stuff on top of the engine that I found using the tutorial I found online. I need to modify the code as it fits, as well as I need to post constantly in different medias. So if you want to see like the latest updates, I like to post a lot on Reddit, my website, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, all that jazz. I find it fun. People like stuff, and when people like it, I feel this warm feeling in the inside, because I'm the developer, it's my thing, and if people like it, people got my back, I will keep going, because this is my passion, It's what makes my blood boil. I don't know, it's cheesy, but whatever. But yeah, I also need to figure out how to get hold of 9 to 12-year-olds to play my game. One tactic I did was literally following YouTubers in Instagram and seeing who follows them in Instagram, and make an Instagram account for Yolo Goat, and hopefully get some response right there. Because I feel like there's a lot of 9 to 12-year-olds in Instagram now. Surprisingly, I have a baby sister. She's like 6 years old, and she's thinking of getting Instagram now. It's ridiculous how this millennials are that's what they're called, people who are born in like the 2000s, millennials, take care of their social media. It's very interesting. I feel like it's a good thing, but at the same time it's a bad thing. I don't really know, but I just want kids to go out and play. and not get stuck in the couch and stuff like that. And yeah, last but not the least, get beta testers. If you guys want to beta test my game, feel free to contact me either in the right side of the chat or go to my website. There's a link for beta testing my game, and you'll pretty much see that Google Doc and just sign yourself up. And I'll send you some documents after that. And that pretty much brings us to the end of this stream. I want to give a huge shout out to the beta testers who signed themselves up even before knowing that there's a beta in the game. I don't know why, but I guess they believe in this project. It's very cool to see people believe in your project just by seeing concept art. I feel like they're gonna be your they're gonna be your early adopters, and by having early adopters, it means the world to me, honestly. If you're beta testers watching this stream right now, I really would like to thank for your support so far. You guys inspire me. You guys keep me going. Couple of expectations for next month. I want the pixel art to be done. Hopefully get 20 beta testers so far. I think we have 7 to 10. I'm not really too sure, but I think that's a good amount. Have some following via Tumblr or Indie Database, IndieDB, or Pixel Prospector. Yeah, like literally, I'm posting this game everywhere. So any like place with a following, I'd love to have that. And of course, had the placeholder art implemented. So whatever you see right now, I'll show you the gameplay later, in a couple minutes. But whatever you see right now is just not my art, but I'll try to like create some placeholder art myself for this game. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. See you later. Tune in again next month for another live update. Yolo Goat development streams usually run every first Saturday of the month from 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till 9 p.m. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and I'll stay a little while to program and work on the game. But if you don't want, if you guys don't want to stay, that's okay with me. But as for now, I'll just play some of my favorite mixes in SoundCloud. So hopefully you guys like some trance for the night. So yeah, thank you very much, and tune in on Twitter.
Bonsoir, vous écoutez
representando la ciudad de Nueva Música. تسمعون أفضل Você está Welcome to Group Therapy with Above and Beyond.
Hello and welcome to a sparkling new edition of Group Therapy with us, Above and Beyond. I'm Jono, and coming up on episode 84 of ABGT with new music and mixes from the likes of Deadmau5, Dusky, Matt Lang, Audion, Oliver Smith and many more. Keeping up with our Anjuna Beats Volume 11 guest mix theme, we've got Damien Houchen aka Genix taking over the last 30 minutes of the show. So let's get started now with this, the Piers Fulton remix of Above and Beyond featuring Alex Vargas. It is of course Sticky Fingers.
We painted the picture you want, I wanted it too. But now there's something that I would like you to do. Get your sticky fingers out of my head. 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 It's not that I'm ungrateful for the chance to dream and then explore, but your elegant dinosaur limbs are still willfully bruising my skin. Get your sticky fingers out of my head. 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 Get your sticky fingers out of my head.
This is group therapy.
Above and Beyond featuring Alex Vargas and Sticky Fingers, the Piers Fulton remix, which is out now on Beatport, so go grab yourself a copy. Also, make sure you exercise those Sticky Fingers on Sunday on Twitter and Facebook during our EDC Las Vegas set, which will be streamed around the world on the Electric Daisy Carnival website. We'll be taking to the stage at around 1:45, and as ever, there's one or two surprises planned, so it's well worth staying up late for if you're stateside, or tuning in with breakfast if you're on this side of the Atlantic. Speaking of Atlantic, that's the title of the next track tonight. It's out on Anjuna Beats and it comes from Soundprank.
Group therapy with Above and Beyond.
Coma and Serotonin, the dub mix there. It's time to reveal the record of the week.
Group Therapy with Above and Beyond. Record of the week. Record of the week.
It's a fact that this week's Record of the Week artist has been on every Anjuna Beats volume series there's ever been. That right there shows what he means to us at the label and how talented he is too. It is, of course, Oliver Smith with his new single taken from the latest Anjuna Beats Volume 11 compilation. It's called Evermore.
Group Therapy. Record of the week.
Therapy with Above and Beyond. The impressive Anri there with Rise Up. ABGT is the hashtag to keep in touch with your fellow listeners, or you can head over to facebook.com/above and beyond. Up next, and taken from his album Music is More Than Mathematics, this is Protoculture and Max Graham with Axiom. Mendoza with Love Druggy, Jeremy Alanda dub. Time for some of your messages now. Catalina, Elizabeth and Michael loved being stuck in Sacoleta, Ibiza this weekend and really enjoyed listening to Disc 1 of Angina Beats Volume 11 by the pool. I'm looking forward to doing that myself soon. Oliver Chavagnan is wishing his brother Jeremy all the best as he heads off to study abroad. David Wang created a pretty incredible birthday cake for best mate Jeffrey this week, which you can check out now on the ABGT Facebook page. He says they're both looking forward to some group therapy at EDC this weekend. And Tommy Farris would like a mention for his roommate Jackie Stringfellow. He says they tune into this very show live every Friday. Nice to have you here, guys. Up next, the winning entry for the Matt Lang featuring Jezza remix competition a couple of weeks back. This is the Jalan remix of I Can't Forgive.
This is group therapy.
Coming to my stream, really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next month. Goodbye.